All right. Welcome to another episode of the Wild Wooks podcast. I'm kind of just here today to ramble about what I did this summer. I don't have too much to say. I'm fucking exhausted. I got Brent here behind the camera.
That's good.
Doing some stuff. Speaking to your mic, dickhead. It's right there.
MIA. What's up, people?
Is it turned on?
I thought it never turned on. That's what I was told about this device.
It doesn't really turn off, but it might be turned off. Is the thing pushed up?
Now it is.
All right, say hi to the people.
What's up, everybody?
I think I might have to turn your mic up a little bit. All right, try again.
How we sounding now?
That might be too loud now. I don't like that. See, I'm not very good at this. Try again.
Let's see. Are we equalized here? I think
that's fine.
Testing.
Your voice isn't as important as mine anyway.
No, I agree.
The people can't see you. They don't care. Yeah, I had a pretty good summer. Did some pretty cool stuff. Did some festivals. Did some shows. So I pretty much started the summer with Memorial Meltdown, which was good. You know, it was up in Lake George, same spot as Adirondack Independence Festival. It was a good time. Everybody, does like hotels or camping and stuff, but there's a hotel that most of us stay at across the street from the festival. Set up this whole thing called the living room. That's where I shot the episode with One Time Weekend. I was being cheap. I didn't book a room. I didn't get a campsite. I didn't split a room with anybody. I just fucking pulled up, slept in my car, and saved myself, I don't know, however much money it would have cost me to just fucking pay to stay somewhere. But I borrowed a mat to sleep in my car from Joey. Just like put the back seats down and put my legs in the trunk, laid the mat down. I had like a nice light blanket. It slept pretty good back there, honestly. That was a good show. Those were good shows, you know. One Time played the Sunday show. Honestly, Saturday, I don't remember who else I saw besides Twiddle. Saturday got a little blurry. I had to take.
Easy there, boot. We need a set list.
Like I slept on the ground in the living room, which like everybody else is at the shows. I'm just outside in the grass and at the hotel, just laying down like asleep for a little while.
Sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah.
You gotta recharge a little bit between sets.
Yeah, I don't remember who played the first day, honestly, besides Twiddle.
That's all that was of note.
Maybe Mahali was there that day. That might have been the day Mahali played. I don't know.
So a former Twiddle member.
Well, he's still in Twiddle.
Oh, okay.
They haven't broken up yet.
Subject to change.
Oh, dude, did I tell you? Literally right before you got here, I was looking at flights to Denver, because I might do their last Colorado show before the hiatus,
Okay.
and I literally might just fly to Denver, like Friday night or Saturday morning, go to the show, and just go straight back to the airport and fly right back as soon as I can. Like I'm literally thinking about just like bringing one outfit and just sending it to Denver.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know how many hours on a plane within 24 hours is that? That's like,
I don't know if I do the the flight there, like a little more sober, like just casually drinking a little bit, and then just get hammered for that flight back. Like I won't even know. Like I'll just wake up in New York.
You'll wake up somewhere.
I'll wake up somewhere.
Held by some agency.
I don't know. We'll see what happens because I really don't know if I can actually afford to do that. But like, I got a credit card, dog.
You just gotta stay up it. Just go for it. Yeah, before the hiatus.
Okay, but yeah, hold on, let me try to focus on the summer because I'm sure I could say more things than just what I did this summer.
You could just talk about Turtle all day.
No, because no one wants. There's like 4 people that want to hear that, and I'm not even one of them. Like,
am I included in that?
No.
Alright, at least he.
Dude, I keep thinking that one of my dreads is a spider. I'm a little freaked out by my basement now because I'm terrified of spiders, like legit, like scared of spiders. Oh, yeah. And I saw like back behind the treadmill, like right where my finger is. Like right there. I saw one of the biggest spiders I've ever seen in person. One day I came down here to walk on the treadmill for a bit after work. And like this spider was like that big on the wall. And I just started shaking. And I just left. I literally just grabbed clothes and went to Priscilla's. I was like,
I would say.
Why the fuck would you say that to me right now?
Was that the last time you used the treadmill?
No. That was like late spring, early summer, maybe even like April.
Oh, jeez,
like that was a while ago.
Oh boy!
It took me a minute to get okay with coming back over here, though. Like I was really freaked out.
Nah, some insects like that, bro. Well, hedge our bets. We won't deal with any of that tonight.
What?
We'll just keep it moving on. No more bug talk.
But yeah, Meltdown was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. Priscilla couldn't make it to that one. I was a little bummed. I wanted her to go, but she had work and stuff, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. That was a while ago. But dude, the drive home from Meltdown. So Meltdown it's kind of like Twiddle's like mini festival. It was they headlined both nights, 2 sets. One Time Weekend was there. Dogs in a Pile were there. I actually missed their set because I was recording the One Time podcast.
Oh.
Which I mean, I was bummed, but like I'll see them again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I'll see Dogs again. I don't remember seeing them at Peach, but I have a video of their set. And like it's a steady video, but like I never got that drunk at Peach. Like I got fucked up and like I partied and
that's impressive, bro.
like I did things, but like I didn't get like blackout drunk at all.
Maybe it was someone else recording. Maybe it wasn't even you.
It's on my phone.
Maybe you gave it to handed it to some random person.
I don't know, but like the best part is Dennis was like, "Yeah, I think I missed Dogs too," and I was just like, "No, you're in the video." Like in the video, you see Dennis walking by the camera.
Neither of you have any memory of it. Maybe you were just hypnotized somehow. Like,
I don't know. That's the one problem with festivals where like you're mostly just seeing jam bands. Like shit starts blending together after a little while when you've been fucked up for like 3 days.
That's fair.
Like I did drink a good amount at Peach, like, but I just kept like a consistent buzz. Like I just made sure to never come down from that buzz because it was just like I found the sweet spot. There was more stuff mixed in.
You just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta little
keep the good times rolling.
Yeah,
literally and
but
metaphorically.
we'll get to Beach Fest because I got like 2 other things I did besides Beach Fest. So I'm trying to think of like anything memorable from Meltdown. Nothing super like funny or anything. It was just a really good time, and there was like the guy. So the hotel was like. Dennis has worked out like a thing with this hotel. Like they used to go there for $80K. But it's new owners now and everything was cool. Like we did the same thing we always do. But the guy who like owned the hotel was like sitting at like where we were playing the music at like dude, it was like 3:00 in the morning, I think, Sunday night at this point.
Oh damn!
And like he's just hanging out and vibing, like drinking beers. I was pretty fucked up at this point, and someone was just like, I asked, I was like, yo, is there food left? And there was just like Rainer made like just ground beef into burgers, like he just like shaped them, and there was just like a plastic bag full of uncooked burgers. So I just made all of them at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I don't know
In the midst of
who let me use a
show.
gas powered grill at that point, because it was like it's not like a regular grill. It's it's like a big stove, but it's got a flat top on it. So
Someone just like set it up with you. It's like,
it was already set up. I was just like, it took me like 10 minutes to light the fucking thing because I was fucked up and like couldn't do it. I do remember I drank a good amount the second day of Meltdown, and like it just like wasn't hitting me, and I don't know why. I was like getting concerned because I was like drinking Jameson just like straight out of the bottle. Like, so we had a jar of pickles, and instead of just like pouring pickle juice into something to do picklebacks with, I was just swigging JMO out of the bottle and then biting into a pickle. Like at one point I was chasing shots with a hot dog. Like,
what are you saying to me right now? You maniac. It's like your version of like tequila shots. Like boots.
So I call these Wooks shots. It's just like
Literally.
it's just whiskey and a fucking hot dog.
Oh my god. I don't know. You took some like Addy or something.
No, I haven't taken Adderall in over 3 years now.
All right. I know. It's freaking what would actually let you just swig JMO in that sort of?
I don't know. I was
like
just
that.
like,
I don't know what else. Like,
maybe I just like ate so much that like every time, because I kept chasing with food.
maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
You get that sweet spot.
I didn't do a VIP ticket this year, so the VIP section, like, all it is like you get some shade during the day, and like the porta potties are closer, and you get like a slightly discounted bar. I don't really know how much the discount for the bar is.
That's something.
But like, I didn't buy any drinks while we were there.
Oh,
Like multiple times, I just walked right in with my beer and no one said anything. So, because they were just going like all our stuff is directly across the street, and it's a small festival. It's just one stage and a field. So like, like there's not really like a whole like a Peach Fest or something where it's the whole ordeal of like trekking through the fucking whole festival grounds to get into the campgrounds and then trek to your campsite, which can be kind of an ordeal.
It makes sense to use like quick access and stuff in that case.
Yeah. But like if like in between sets, like you can just run back across the street to the hotel, rip a few balloons or something, like, smoke. I mean, you don't have to smoke weed over at the hotel. You can just do that in the festival. They don't really care. But like, like a bunch of our friends dab, so like they run back over, dab a bunch. Even saying the word dab makes me cough. I can't fucking hit those things.
Oh jeez, no.
But yeah, Meltdown was a lot of fun. I didn't do VIP this year. The one thing I wish I had gotten VIP for was just because the bathrooms were closer. And like, I'm a lazy piece of shit. Like, I don't want to have to walk. Like, dude, it was like 100 yards, probably.
Damn.
Maybe a little bit more. And I was just like, this sucks. Like
that VIP, so like
the VIP they're just porta potties that are just closer. And like, whether it's regular or VIP, I'm still going in the porta potty barefoot.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't fucking care anymore.
No.
I remember at Westville Music Bowl. At Westville Music Bowl, I was barefoot because we were down in the pit. Like, we had floor tickets for Goose like 2 years ago, and it was when they were still doing like pods, because like they like you would get like, remember during COVID when the shows first came back, like they were doing like outdoor shows, had like pods where everything, like, it wasn't just like the regular floor. So like we were down there, and our pod was like me, Joey, Ben, and Felton, and is there anything? For a second I thought there was something in my beard. I ate a sandwich before this, so it wouldn't surprise me. But like they have turf down at Westville Music Bowl on the floor. So like I was tripping and it felt really good on my feet to be barefoot.
I mean, yeah, just
and I
walking
kept
around with
like putting my shoes like back on and then taking them back off when I got back down there. And I was getting tired of that, so I was just barefoot at one point. And then the next night when we were back there, I was just like, being here in shoes just like doesn't feel right. But we were up in the bleachers. Like we were in like the top area. And so I still just like took my shoes off and I was fucked up. And at one point I walk into the bathroom and I look up and I look at Joey. And he was in the bathroom too. He was about to leave. He looks at me, he looks at my feet and looks back at me. He's like, "You're disgusting. You look like shit."
Classic Joey.
He just takes one look at me and just insults me.
It's a fair appraisal.
He's got a point. I definitely looked terrible. I was all sorts of fucked up that night. I remember like even at the hotel that night, I was just outside barefoot at a hotel in New Haven. And I think like one of the next times I stayed in, I think the next time I stayed in that hotel, I found a needle on the ground outside. And I'd just been walking around there barefoot outdoors.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the last time I stayed in that hotel, I woke up in the morning. Me and Priscilla woke up. We look outside our window because Joey had called me. He was like, "Yeah, there's a terrible like car accident outside or something."
Oh, no.
You know, there's this car that's like burnt to a crisp in the IKEA parking lot next door. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then like at one point, like me and Priscilla look out the window and we see them like removing dead bodies from a car accident. We were just like, "What a fucking way to start the morning."
That's so
It was terrible. It's not funny at all, but like the situation is just like so fucked up.
How
You
do
can't
you
help.
find these fucking places, dude?
Dude, that's just New Haven.
I mean, alright. I guess you don't have to look that hard. Still. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I mean it was terrible, but like I was just standing there. I was like, I can't look away. Like I'm seeing them like pick it up with the sheet and everything, and I didn't even like stop like at all. Like I watched for like 20 minutes straight before I was just like, this is definitely not good for me to be watching.
Wait, wow, this is a July freaking.
Oh no, this was like last October. This was like almost a year ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. Damn. Oh,
This
God.
all the stuff that I've seen in New Haven has been like over a year. Yeah.
You seen some shit in New Haven?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so fucking tired for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, you gotta freaking. Your blood sugar is low, boot. You gotta.
I didn't work today.
You still got low blood sugar.
It's probably not the only low thing I have.
Can be addressed.
Okay, hold on. Let me get back to the summer because I'm gonna get sidetracked a bunch. So yeah, after Meltdown, I didn't have anything for a little while. What did I do between Meltdown and Dead and Go? I don't think. I mean, like, I had my birthday right before Meltdown, so like celebrated that with my friends. You were there. I don't remember much after you getting there.
We were drinking the
Buffalo
Trace.
I don't know. I was having a really good time, and I just lost track of how much I had to drink. And then I started drinking Buffalo Trace, and then I woke up at like I don't know 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and like I had like a bottle of seltzer next to me, and I was just like so thirsty and dying. I was like, still hammered, and I just chugged a bunch of seltzer and then went laid back down, and immediately was like, no, I'm throwing up. And I just had to like get up and get out of like I pretty sure I just like climbed on top of Priscilla to get out of bed. I just like puked a bunch, and then I remember walking back into my room and starting to get onto the bed, and then I woke up at like 7 a.m. because I was asleep across the foot of the bed. Like I went to sleep at Priscilla's feet. I went to sleep at Priscilla's feet like a goddamn house cat. And I woke up to her like poking with her foot. And she's like, "What are you doing down there?" I was just like, "I have no idea." And she's like, "Okay, well, like lay normally. And I was like,
You're,
all right.
hanging off the bed.
I was just like curled up in a ball at the foot of the bed, like on the bed. I have no idea why.
She thought you were like.
She just woke up and found me like that.
It probably wasn't the first time.
That's definitely that's probably like the most interesting way she's found me.
The least. Well, probably worse.
It definitely won't be the last time she finds me asleep in like where I shouldn't be.
I feel it though. But no, yeah, that night, bro. Or yeah, like you freaking like blacked out. Like I was fine until I like got picked up and went home, and then I like blacked out after I got home, like insanely. Like I don't even know. And I was up for like another like 2 or 3 hours somehow.
Oh my god.
I know. I was like,
did you just do what you usually do? Get drunk and then disappear?
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I don't know. I wasn't
There have been
gonna
a
stay
few
later.
times where I've had like the boys over, we got fucked up and like barbecue and have a campfire. And we all of a sudden realized Brent's just not there anymore. And then like an hour after I realized he's missing, I got a text from him saying like, "Oh yeah, dude, I went home." It's just like, bro, no one's heard from you in over an hour. Like you were just remember that one time at Mike's, you just went missing in the woods.
Oh yeah, I was still there that time though.
Yeah, Brent like ran off into the woods and we didn't know what happened.
I've done that like a couple like parties, like that tequila night one time.
Oh, when I was trying to fight you.
Yeah,
I was trying to box you.
I had reason to.
I remember I was just walking around blacked out. Like I was like borderline blacked out off tequila, just wearing boxing gloves and shirtless in Joey's yard, just like yelling for you to come out so I could box.
I was like, nah, I'm not. I wasn't ready.
That's when I was still drinking
No
very
more.
heavily and taking Adderall more than I should have been. Tequila and Adderall can be a dangerous combination.
Tequila with anything.
Tequila
alone.
can just be a dangerous combination. That's why I have a weird finger.
What?
This knuckle is extra wide.
What? Jesus.
It's it was Valentine's Day, like 2017. I drank way too much tequila way too fast, and none of it hit me till all of it hit me. I literally went from being full sober to waking up in a jail cell.
Oh yeah, that you texted me that morning, bro.
Did I?
Yeah, I was like,
Well, dude, when I woke up, so I woke up in this holding cell, and I was just like looked around, having no memory of the night before, and I was like, okay,
right.
I get it. And then I remember like asking a cop what time it was, and I was still like super fucked up when I woke up. Like when they dropped, they ended up driving me back to my apartment when I lived with the Chinese kid.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Shout out to Daehu because he did not care one bit. He had known me for like 5 days, and he did not care one bit that like the cops had contacted him in the middle of the night, like that like I had to get driven home from jail by a cop. Like,
I remember. Yeah, I like to talk to you on the phone. You're like, yeah, I like just moved in with this like.
he
Chinese
did not
kid.
know me at all.
Yeah, and you're like, apparently he was cool with it.
Yeah,
It's
he
like,
did
oh,
not. He
word.
he just did not care. He was cool as fuck. We partied with him one time, but I blacked out during that too.
At least
But
you
yeah, I
made it
woke
out
up in
alright.
jail with a broken finger, no memory of the night before. The last thing I remember we ordered an Uber. We went outside, and we realized we couldn't fit like 6 of us in this Uber, or 5 of us or whatever. And we turned back around to go inside, and then it was like lights out, and I woke up in jail.
That's got to be pretty jarring.
I didn't know what had happened. Like I didn't know why I had gotten arrested for like 3 days. Because I couldn't read the summons, like the court summons or whatever that they gave me.
Oh, jeez.
Because I was just an underage, but like they had to put me in the drunk tank.
Oh, okay, that's all it was. You just
Yeah,
like
it was nothing
randomly had
serious.
messed up your hand, like some.
Yeah, but like no one knows how I broke my finger.
That is, yeah. Like,
Apparently, I got like super aggressive with a night janitor.
what?
I don't know. Apparently, like I was trying to break into an academic building because I didn't go to University of Delaware anymore.
Oh,
I thought I was still a University of Delaware student, even though I wasn't. So I thought I was trying to get into my dorm building. Apparently.
Oh, all right.
But I guess I was trying to like get into this academic building, and this janitor was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm trying to go to my dorm." And he was like, "You don't live here. This is a science lab." And I was like, "Fuck you." And then I guess he like opened a different door to go inside and clean something, and left the door open. And I just full sprinted into the building, and I guess I crashed into him.
Bro. Holy shit!
And he was pretty tight about that. Apparently, I never met the guy that I remember. Like his only time ever meeting me was when I was completely gone. Like didn't know like what anything was. So
I feel, yeah. It's a bad
apparently
time
I started
to run
yelling
in.
at him at one point, and he's the one who called the cops on me. But like, so they put me in like our friends put me in an Uber at midnight.
Oh right.
To send me back to my apartment, and they took my phone away from me because I was being problematic with my
Why
phone.
would they just send you off like that?
They
though?
took me. I guess they had my vape and
That
my
seems
phone.
incredibly.
So then, like, I wake up in jail, and I'm like, "Where's my phone and my vape?"
He
And they were
definitely
like,
wanted
and
the,
they were
like,
like, "We don't
vape.
know." And I was like, "What do you mean you don't know?" And they're like, "You didn't have any of that with you when we brought you in."
I would definitely be like, Roy, you're kidding me. You got my shit. Like,
I was like,
what are you saying? You don't have my things,
dude. I had to so they dropped me off at home. I immediately go upstairs and pass back out, and then
Understandable.
because I was still hammered. I even told the cop, like, while she was driving me home, I was just like, I'm still real fucked up right now, right? And she was like, just stop talking. So, like, I must have been saying some other reckless shit in
I
the
guess
car,
maybe
too.
like if you say that, then it's like, oh, you're still fucking
Yeah, I
intoxicated.
don't know.
Like I'm not allowed
They
to
probably
drop you off.
I don't think they should have let me go when they did, but they did, and I was cool with it.
Just following procedure. Yes, sirree.
But yeah, I went back to sleep immediately, and then I woke up and like crawled to the bathroom, and I puked what looked like either bong water. Like, it looked like I'd either eaten cigarettes or like drank bong water.
Maybe you did.
I don't know, but
Maybe like
what came out of me was horrifying.
That's
to
horrible.
See.
That's so
It was. I looked at it and I was just like, "This definitely shouldn't be coming out of my stomach right now."
Who knows what the fuck happened, but who knows? I don't even know, dog. Police did things to you that night.
But I also I remember then like I just like crawled from my bathroom to the kitchen and like had to use the counter and like climb up so I could stand, and grabbed a bottle of Pedialyte and then like I think like an ice pack and just went back to bed.
You're saving grace that you
then-
had that.
And then I woke. I think I don't remember if it was then or when the next time I woke up, but I emailed Edwin
You emailed it. What is
because
like?
I didn't have my
his-
phone.
His like
I
student
think
account.
I think I had his school email. Like I was able to get to it.
Eduardo at udel.edu.
And so I emailed Edwin. I was like, bro, like, I don't know what happened. I got arrested last night. Like, I'm home now, but I don't have my phone. I don't have my vape.
That's
Like,
like, yeah,
I don't
I'd
know
be
where any of my
so
stuff
worried.
is. Like,
I
and
would just
so-
think I lost my phone forever. Like,
so then he emails me back and he was like, yo, we have your phone. Hurley and Taj are on their way to your apartment right now with, like, they're going to bring you a bagel and some weed, and then they're going to bring you back over here.
that's pretty dope. They knew exactly what.
Yours down a tiny bit. I'm just really bad at setting up the equipment.
I was like trying to make sure I'm like not too quiet, so I've been like really close to
Go back to your normal volume, the way you've been talking.
like this. Like
Nah, hold it a little closer.
like this.
Closer.
Closer.
Hold it closer to your face.
It's so close to my face.
I think that's
Closer.
better.
I'm killing them now. I just everyone is deaf listening to this.
All right. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to this summer. But yeah, no, it took me like 3 days to find out what I got arrested for. All I had to do was like I was on like bullshit. I got banned from UD campus because of that.
Shit.
But like that doesn't matter to me. I don't fucking go to college. I went to 3 different schools, never finished any of them, so was not for me. Okay, but this summer. So after that, I had Priscilla's birthday, which was fun. Just like went out. She turned 21, so we went out to a bar, her friends. And then the weekend after that, I had Dead & Co. Well, so the week after her birthday, I had Dead and Co. Wednesday and Thursday, which was a lot of fun. It was, a little emotional because, it was their final like shows ever in New York City as Dead and Co. Which, made everybody sad and whatnot. But I took the train from Norwalk to the city, and I was planning on Thursday night after the show, I would hang out in the lot and like party a little bit on Shakedown or whatever. And then I would take the train, like the subway, back to Grand Central and then go back to Norwalk that night. And I got back to Norwalk at like 3:00 in the morning.
Damn.
We had to get up at like 6 a.m. to leave for Baltimore that Friday morning.
Holy
because we were going to Reggae Rise Up.
Oh, shit. Oh
yeah, dude, it was rough.
Bro.
I got like 3.5 hours of sleep. I made Priscilla drive there because I was just like, I'm dying. Like, I'm not okay.
I mean, yeah, I can't imagine you'd be
But
all right.
Reggae Rise Up was absolutely incredible. Saw Ayaterra, saw Pepper, Collie Buds,
That's fire.
Stick Figure, Revolution, Tribal Seeds, Bone Thugs, and Harmony. So we were supposed to see Method Man and Redman, but they couldn't get to the show in time. I don't know what happened, but they couldn't get there in time. So they ended up having to just like cancel their sets.
Damn. The rest of that lineup's can't beat that.
I mean, like, we didn't see every single act that was there. We saw the Expendables, which was cool because like got to see that song "Bowl for Two" live, which is like one of like the earliest songs of like the reggae and ska genre that I ever really listened to. Stick Figure was absolutely incredible as always. It's definitely one of my favorite bands to see live. It's just like, I don't know, it's a very good energy. Ayaterra is a lot of fun. We missed part of their set because we had to run back to the hotel. Okay, so the second night, Priscilla wasn't feeling good. We had to leave early, which, I mean, I didn't care. I just felt bad she was going to miss Damian Marley. I've seen Damian Marley before. He's lots of fun. We did miss the Movement, but like, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I like the Movement, but they're not one of my favorites.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're
I'm kind of down with the movie.
I like them, but it's like they're not like, I don't have the same connection with them as I have for like Ayaterra and Stick Figure and like Soja and everything. Like, they're like I don't know, something about like Stick Figure and Ayaterra just like, and like Revolution like speaks to me a little bit more.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Those are always been the ones you roll.
So we left, and then we. Oh, I thought I was gonna burp. Oh, I almost threw up. I don't know why. But we left, and I got a flat tire on the highway, so I pull off. I hit this giant fucking pothole, like it hurt to hit.
Oh,
Like,
that's the worst.
and I immediately, the second I hit it, I was like, something's fucked up. I think I have a flat. I think I just completely destroyed my tire. I had just got these front tires too.
Oh no! Oh, that's
I just spent
awful.
like $300 something on front tires.
Sucks.
And so I pull off. I just, get off the highway as fast as I can. And I pull into this, like, I'm on this one street where I'm like, okay, this is not a good spot to stop. Like, I'm like in the way.
Oh.
So I just pull up like a tiny bit onto like the next block, like to make a turn. And so we get out, I look, like, yep, flat tire, brand new fucking tires. And then I started looking around. I was like, oh, like, this is not a great neighborhood. Like, this is not somewhere like I want to be stuck like this.
That's awful.
So
Everything.
I start trying to change the flat, and I can't get the fucking lug nuts off. And that stupid fucking jack that Volkswagen has, it's like tiny. It's like a tiny little scissor jack.
Yeah.
That thing fucking tips over. So
What the fuck?
it's like, it's now at an angle. So like I can't even try to like do anything because the car is still kind of lifted up a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
So I can't touch anything now.
What the fuck?
And I couldn't get the lug nuts off.
Oh.
So I have to call roadside assistance with Geico.
Oh no.
Dude, they took like 2 hours to get there.
Oh no.
Bro, it was brutal. And like, it just kept getting darker. And I was like, I kept seeing like someone. Dude, there's this one car that was making me nervous.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was a purple Crown Vic
What?
with like those big shiny rims,
What the hell?
and it had a green underglow, like a lime green underglow. And I was just like, bro, like that can't be a real person. That's got to be like a character of some sort. Like, there's no way. Like, this is so bad.
Like,
I was like, that's
pimp ever.
I was like, that's gonna be the one that kills us. Like
literally, like, I don't know.
But so finally the guy gets there, and he's there like 5 minutes and puts on my spare.
Oh my god!
But I don't have a fucking real spare tire. I have a donut.
All right.
So
yeah. People.
Then it's like the day we left, I had to go buy another fucking tire. I'm trying to make the city of Baltimore pay for it, and it bent my fucking rim.
Oh
yeah. But so we had that whole ordeal.
Oh my gosh. That just fucking blows so much.
Dude, by the time we got back to the hotel that night, I was just like, someone just like heat up a spoon, like get me a needle. I was just so defeated that day that I was like, I'll put anything in my body right now. And all we had was Bush Light and weed, and I was like, I need something stronger. I was like, let me just go stand on the corner until someone gives me some fentanyl.
Oh my god! Maybe that car with the lights. Maybe they could have sold it.
They probably could have hooked me up. Oh my god! I was just so I was so defeated after that, and I was so mad that I couldn't get that shit off, and I had just bought those tires. I was furious.
Well, that's that is just like a fucking
if I could have found if I could have found someone right then and there to blame for that happening,
oh my god!
I'd probably be in prison. I was so angry.
I
was. It had been a little bit of a rough day. And it just, oh my god. But so the funniest part about it is the guy leaves and me and Priscilla get in the car. We finally start driving back. I'm driving real careful. I was like, I'm going slow. I just put my hazards on and just drove slow. Because the donut I have I just don't fucking trust it. It's shitty. It's a shitty donut for my car.
Gosh, never wanted.
But
have to rely on that.
What was I about to say? Oh, Priscilla looks at me and she's like, wow, she's like, I wasn't going to say anything. She waited till we were back on the highway. She's like, I wasn't going to say anything, but you're in a bad area when the guy who's from this area is looking over his shoulder while he's changing out your tire. I was like, damn, I didn't even notice that.
Oh my god.
Apparently he was just looking over his shoulders the whole time.
Holy shit.
And I was just I was already on my phone looking into how I could try to make the city pay for it.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, that's
the last time we were in Baltimore, we went to Baltimore in April to see Twiddle. One time weekend was opening for Twiddle.
Actually, yeah. The same thing happened to a person I know too.
What?
They driving through Baltimore.
Yeah.
And some car issue and and they were driving an old Cadillac though.
Oh no, that's worse.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh no.
I have my phone in my pocket.
Where's my jewel? Well, when you find it, let me take a...
Yeah, you want a little suckage of the VIP?
Yeah. So wait, when did that even happen in the summer?
That was second to last weekend in June.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So we're just getting started. Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, it was rough. But I mean, the festival itself was it was hot. That was the issue. It had rained a little bit throughout the weekend, but it just it wasn't cooling off. It would cool off while it rained, but then once it stopped raining, it was just going back up to 90 degrees, and it was just disgustingly humid. It was just rough.
Course, yeah.
One to the next. The food there was really good. Honestly, they had these noodles that I liked a lot, and of course, I think I got a print from Reggae Rise Up. I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere in my room. I buy too many prints. That's my biggest issue. Is I just keep buying posters from the shows I go to.
I collect posters, bro. That's dope. Yeah, you gotta have a repertoire of wall decorations.
I have the whole binder right there of all my prints.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
wondering what that
I gotta
was.
go through them again, and because I have some that I don't
Sick.
have yet that I'm trying to buy off people.
Oh, nice.
Um, from shows I like, because there are some shows like before I started collecting prints. Like I got one from my first Twiddle show up in my room now. I bought for like $100 online from somebody who had gotten one that night.
Oh, that's really
It's
cool.
signed by the band.
Oh shit.
And it's got Brooke on it, so this is because this was before the whole Brooke Adrian thing. But yeah, um, we had to. We have like a thing where like anytime we're somewhere where there's a Waffle House, we stop at Waffle House. I fucking love Waffle House so much. But I'm mad because every time I go in, it's just like so quiet because we never go like late at night. I want to see the Waffle House craziness.
Jesus.
Like I want to see someone get hit over the head with a plate full of waffles.
You gotta be the one who starts the chaos.
I was gonna throw a piece of bacon at someone, and when they're like, "Who the fuck did that?" I'm gonna point at a stranger.
Oh my gosh.
Just start a fight.
Holy crap. It's just gonna be like, turns out there's two people that actually hate each other there. And
I just end up getting shot.
Oh my god. Caught in the crossfire. I've never been to a Waffle House. Yeah.
I mean, it's good. My mom. So when I was little, like we used to drive to Florida every year during like winter break, and I always wanted to stop at Waffle House because like it sounds incredible. It's Waffle House.
Right.
Like I love waffles. Let's go to Waffle House. And she was like, "No, we're not going to Waffle House. They look dirty." But like the dirtiest places have the best food half the time.
Wow, Mrs. Rich.
But dude, my grandma won't go to IHOP because she saw a cockroach or something in like 1967
What?
or something like that in an IHOP. It was literally like the 60s or 70s.
Some random IHOP.
Like yeah, she saw a
I mean-
cockroach in IHOP in like the 60s or 70s and won't go back.
I mean, that's dedication. I mean,
Yeah.
if I saw one, like I'd maybe go a long time until like I round up on one.
Dude, I was
Maybe
at
not,
a
who knows?
diner. I'm not gonna say what diner I was at, but I literally saw a mouse running around while I was eating my food, and
Oh,
it did
no.
not stop me from eating there one bit. Like I recently suggested that we go back to that diner.
We'll just we won't put their name out there, but
I'll tell you off air what diner it is.
Jesus, I don't know. I wouldn't go back to the individual place, but if it's like I don't know. If it's a
The thing is, like,
chain-
I've worked in restaurants, so, like I know how gross they are.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, it's just nothing. It won't phase me
Don't
at
let
this
me
point.
see it. Oh, it's pet.
Like I'll tell you more about stuff like that off the air. Well, Charlie doesn't own that place anymore. Pizza Cucina is not owned by my
Oh
former
my
boss anymore. He's just a landlord, I think.
Right.
But like, dude, I used to see mice in the basement all the time. Like we had roaches, we had mice, we had fucking fly traps
Is
everywhere.
that why the owner of that building like changes every like 9 months?
What building?
Or no, like that like
Oh,
that
no,
unit.
that was
Oh,
that was
wait.
Two Meatballs.
Oh,
Two meat-
you're actually talking about yeah.
I'm talking about the one in
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
Two Meatballs in North Salem when I worked there.
Yeah, that place.
I saw like one mouse one time.
I mean, yeah, you're bound to it, like when you.
And I think Rubio shot it with a fucking pellet gun.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh! Just like that's like the worst way you could possibly do that. That was, like,
Dude, he had this
debris
friend that I
everywhere.
fucking hated, this bald piece of shit named Danny. I'll fucking name drop him. I don't go fuck. Fuck that guy. He used to show up to the fucking restaurant because I was a dishwasher. And he would show up to the pizzeria and he would just make a bunch of food and then like not eat most of it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he was just
Right.
showing up on coke.
Why? Oh no! So you just like prepare.
Like he would just cook food and then he got mad at me one time for being in the way. And I was like, bro, you're in our kitchen.
You're like what?
Like I got so mad. Like I was also like, it was the week that junior year that my doctor switched me to Ritalin,
Oh no!
and Ritalin made me so angry.
Oh no!
And I started freaking out, and Georgie just
That
like
can
had to
happen.
pull me out of there.
Oh my!
The little
gosh.
Spanish guy in the kitchen, dude, he was the best because me and Austin used to show up stoned to work there, and Georgie would just be like, no work, eat, and he'd just give us food the second we walked in.
Dope.
And then he'd look at us and be like, and we'd be like, mucho. And he'd just like, chicos malos. He always called us los chicos malos.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It was great.
That's incredible. Oh.
I'm getting very sidetracked here.
We're just taking some trips down.
Okay, so Reggae Rise Up. I feel like I had something else to say about that. Oh, I took Priscilla on a little tour of Delaware on the way home that day. showed her like the house I used to live in and stuff, like where my dorm building was. I would show her where I got arrested, but I'm not really sure where it was. um, I think I even took her all the way up like 15 minutes past UD, like up north. To it was like 15 minutes north of UD to the Domino's I worked at.
All right.
That was the most fun job I ever had because I was just completely ripped the entire time.
Yeah, I remember you said that was like that.
There was one time
You're
when
just the guy in the kitchen making a bunch of food.
I was
What a
so
sweet job.
so I would show up really stoned. Like I would take my Adderall. I would wake up, smoke, and then take my Adderall on the way there, and then drink either a green apple amp or a coffee from Dunkin' once I got there. So like I'd still be like kind of stoned. Do you want like a pillow or something to sit on? Are you that uncomfortable?
Sure. I was just like my legs moving.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
maybe I'll.
If you need something more comfortable, let me know.
I'm gooch for now.
Yeah, like I would just show up stoned. Like Adderall would be kicking in, mixing with the little caffeine, and then I'd like get super productive. So like I would prep all the things that had to get prepped, and then I would stop and I'd just be like, oh, well now what the fuck do I do? And then I would just chain smoke cigarettes out back until I got called for deliveries. And then like usually I would take some of my tip money and just like go buy egg rolls during the day at one point. Like there was a Chinese spot next door.
Just get a bunch of few egg rolls.
That was one of my favorite Chinese restaurants ever because it was like just a takeout spot. There's nowhere to sit.
Right.
Those are the best. The ones that
Yeah.
are strictly takeout. Like,
Simple.
dude, because I would walk in and like there'd always be like a faint smell of cigarettes, but I figured it was just like the smell of like people smoking out back because like we smoked outside in the back at Domino's. Like
You're
everybody
right.
there smoked cigarettes.
Lots
and then-
of cooks are doing that.
And
out
then
back.
we like I figured like you know the people who work at the Chinese restaurant probably doing the same thing. But one day I saw a guy come out of the kitchen with a lit cigarette in his mouth, and I was like, "Oh, dude, there's definitely some ash in my dumplings, but this place fucking slaps." Dude, the dirtiest, most disgusting places have the best food. I'm telling you.
I mean, they.
Like if I walk into a deli and I don't
Oh
think
my
that some
God.
fat Italian guy sweat onto my bacon, egg, and cheese, like that, dude, trust me. If it looks like shit, the food is probably delicious. Like, if the establishment itself looks terrible, it's definitely an incredible place.
The food's better. They cook better when they smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
Same
everybody knows
time.
that. If you're ash, if you have to avoid getting ash in the food, it's gonna come out better.
Yeah. Of course, they only smoke cigarettes. They don't like rip like vapes or anything. It's gotta be.
Yeah. Oh God. But then yeah, so then the weekend after Reggae Rise Up was Peach Fest. So I did Peach Fest the next weekend. And Peach Fest was fucking great. I didn't do a little documentary this year about Peach Fest. Oh, I think I actually have some footage from Reggae Rise Up that I forgot about. So I'll put that out at some point. Maybe I'll have Priscilla on and talk a little bit about it. Or I'll just give you guys like a little walkthrough of the festival. Because it's not very big. Oh, fuck. It's 2 stages that are kind of like next to each other. So like they don't play at the same time. Like while one stage is being broken down from one act, the next stage is being set up. So it's a pretty good system they have there. But yeah, Peach Fest this year, we were all on the mountain. We didn't have the bus, so there was no RV camping. So we were just all on the mountain. And we had this long running joke where one of our buddies was trying to organize people to rent an RV and pay for an RV spot so we could be comfortable. But I was like, I'm not trying to spend the money on that. Like, I got my Christmas present for my grandparents, so like, I'm just doing typical like cheapest GA with camping, like nothing fancy. So in the group chat, I just kept saying mountain, and it was kind of pissing him off. And then Felton joined in, and like we were just like annoying Vinny with mountain, and then we like it just became like a long running joke where like we would just say mountain all the time. So at Peach, like we just kept screaming mountain and have you heard like all
Oh
weekend.
my god.
Also, somebody stole my fucking tarp like the second we got there.
What?
So like I had laid an extra tarp down so we could reserve a spot for someone like in our campsite. So like someone else like from a different group would like wouldn't put their tent there because it's not really like assigned campsites. It's just like like the whole mountain is like that section of the mountain is the camping area,
I feel
and you just pick a spot that would be good. And so we had put I had a tarp with me that I didn't really need. I just had it with me in case we needed it for something. We had laid that down, and then my tarp just like went missing. Like, and I was just like, oh, I thought we moved it.
Oh,
And someone else was like, no. Did you move it? And I was like, no.
what the hell?
And then
Wow.
someone just snagged my fucking tarp. It was probably someone next to us. I just I don't know. It was a small tarp. It wasn't expensive. You can get them for cheap at Home Depot.
I feel it.
But, like-
yeah, it comes in definitely handy.
Yeah, it was just like the principle of like, go fuck yourself, taking my goddamn tarp.
Yeah,
But our group did we did costume this year for Saturday, where we dressed up as like Super Mario characters.
oh shit.
I just I couldn't figure out like what I should be, so I bought a red poncho from the the camp store at the festival,
Oh word.
tied a belt around my waist, and then cut eye holes in a paper plate. And I was just like, I'm a shy guy.
I mean, actually, yeah.
It worked pretty well.
Nice impromptu.
Yeah, like that's what my plan
Resourceful.
was. I just didn't bring anything for my costume. I just had a belt in my bag already.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
yeah, it's the way to go. Like the simplest costume
Yeah.
is the best type. Yeah,
Oh
I didn't
fuck.
even know they did that. Freaking
Yeah, but
costume.
I lost my voice at Peach Fest.
Oh no.
After one time weekend set on Saturday, I could like barely talk, and then Sunday when I actually like woke up, I was like, ah, like it was. I can't even like recreate this the way my voice sounded.
You can only like squeak and make.
It was like scratchy and high
strain.
pitched.
Oh,
It was
no.
so bad.
Jeez.
Like you remember the movie Grown Ups when the dog has its vocal cords removed?
I think
It barks like that weird like turkey sound.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much what I sounded like. It was terrible. It was so bad. And like the thing is like we all just kept laughing about it because it was really funny. But like
just make it worse.
it was hard to tell people things.
Yeah, for real. You're like, you're like choking. You're like freaking. You're like, I don't even know, bro.
But we
You have
broke
to write
down our
everything
whole
down.
campsite, like everybody, Sunday before we went into to the music, and we all left like Sunday night after the music ended. So once Tedeschi Trucks Band ended, we like me, Rainer and Felton and Dennis all grabbed our. Well, we didn't have any gear with us. Like we had already put everything in the car. So we went up and we went to the car. So we drove them to where we got the Benjamin. We drove them to where their car was because we had on-site parking. We get there and Rainer can't find his keys. So we're just like at their car and like Rainer's ripping through everything, like freaking out. Like I've never seen him this like upset and concerned about something.
I mean, for real.
It was pretty funny, but I felt really bad. Oof. And like I remember at one point he was like, "You guys just go. Like I'll let you know when we like what we figure out." And Dennis was like, "I'm not just leaving you in Pennsylvania. Like, I'm not." He's like, "I'm not." We're not leaving until we know that you can get out of
for
Pennsylvania.
real. Like it turns out he can't find him.
Yeah.
Like,
So like it was getting kind of late, and I knew we were gonna get back late anyway. But finally, Felton was just like, "Bro, did you look in this bag yet?" And he opens this one bag, and first of all of Rainer's stuff is just all over the ground right now. Like it's just everywhere. Like his whole tent is out and everything.
Jesus.
And so Felton opens up this bag and finds his keys like right away. So his keys were found like after like 20 minutes of like pure panicking. His keys were found just by opening one more bag.
Just didn't think of it.
Oh my God. But so the drive back, we were like, Dennis was like, all right, you need to just keep talking the entire time to keep me awake. And I was just like, oh God, okay, here we go.
No.
And I was just like rambling for a while because like we were both so tired. Like I wasn't that tired at that point.
After that,
But then like later, like towards the end, we had like probably like a little less than an hour left of the drive, and I was exhausted. Like I was about to fall asleep.
Oh no.
And right as I realized like I am struggling to stay awake, Dennis was like, yeah, you got to take over. I can't do this right now. Like, he's like, I can't drive right now.
That's like the worst.
And I was just like,
right there.
Okay.
No.
So he pulled into a gas station. I got an iced tea and just like chugged the whole thing. Cause it was like ice cold. So I was just like, it's just an unsweetened pure leaf. Just slammed it.
Yes, dude, I do the same. I drink an unsweetened like pure leaf at work in the afternoon, and my boss.
Dude, I have like a
ripping
bunch of them.
He thinks I'm high after I drink it. I'm like, I just drank tea, dog. I swear.
So I don't drink coffee anymore. So like the only source of stimulants I have now is tea.
Yeah, same. And it works though. If that's the only
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I drink like 2 or 3 a day.
I mean, I should do that, but pure leaf is the way.
I'm driving and I'm like, shit, like this is rough. Like and I've also never driven his truck before. He's got a big pickup truck.
God, yeah.
I'd never driven it before. But like I drive the van all the time at work now, so like I'm a little more used to driving things that aren't just like a small sedan.
That's definitely helpful.
But I'm yanking on my beard hairs. I'm going like this, like pulling on them to keep myself awake while I'm driving.
No.
And so the worst part is like we get to his place, I grab my shit out of his truck, I get in my car, and I was just like, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm fucking starving now.
Oh,
so I go to Cameron's. I get home at like 3:30, and like at this point like I haven't showered since
oh my gosh
Wednesday,
yeah.
And it's like 3:30 Monday morning at this point.
That's crazy.
I haven't showered since Wednesday evening.
Oh my god!
So like all I want to do is shower, like so badly. So I shower, and then I'm like feeling all refreshed because like. I started like kind of warm and then went kind of cold to just like I felt like it was just really soothing. Yeah, it was really I needed it.
Therapy.
Because like I mean I'd been hot for like 4 days.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
So like just like a cold shower felt kind of good. I also only take cold showers now. Oh, word. Like there are some days I'm literally like shivering in the shower.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean I heard it's like better.
It's invigorating. Like afterwards I feel good afterwards. So I've been doing that. Especially after like working in like a really hot attic all day sometimes, like I need that. Like I just need to like lower my body temperature like wildly.
I mean, yeah, no, you must actually like latently be like, hot or oh my gosh.
Dude, oh my god. The other day I was putting borders up on a platform we had built, and I didn't have any clean short sleeve shirts for work. I only had a long sleeve. And, like, I didn't know, like, what was in the attic, so I wore pants because I wasn't sure if there was going to be, like, old fiberglass up there that I was crawling around on top of. And, dude, I was just dying in pants and a long-sleeve shirt. Like, it wasn't even that hot outside, but that attic was fucking roasting.
Yeah, attics, it's, like, the worst space in a building, like a structure, I feel like. It doesn't get, like, hotter than... Yeah, it's, like, the top of the whole thing,
it gets real rough because all the heat goes up there.
Right. Ugh.
And this attic was like completely uninsulated.
That sucks. Like you're literally like forced to. Like,
and people aren't living there right now, so like the AC is like it's on. Like I think the lady turned it on for us, but like it's not like on where it's just like running regularly. Oh no! So like it was just brutal. Gosh, yeah. But so I ended up getting to sleep that night when I got back from Peach to like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like I think by the time I was falling asleep, the sun was like just starting to come up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's a feeling.
But that was all the activities for my summer. I'm trying to think of like anything specific. There's this thing called the Thunderdome at Peach Fest. I actually went in it this year. It was late. It had rained. I was a little bit damp.
What goes?
My legs hurt because this was like Saturday night.
Like late into it, after you're worn down.
I was, me and Felton wanted neither of us had ever been to the Thunderdome, so we were like, we should go check it out, like go see what it is.
Yeah, what is it about?
It's just like this big tent that they set. Like these people have like this thing they started doing, and now they just like it's like a big PVC pipe dome that's like a tent,
Oh shit! Wow.
and
Wow.
they like set up live music in there, like,
Oh.
and it's like this is like in the campground.
Oh. Is there like multiple things happening at the same time in this one? Or
No,
just
no,
like
no,
one
no.
show.
It's
Like
just
it's just like
like-
a stage of that.
And it's just like crammed, like it's just like people like crammed in like this one section where they just like have people playing music.
Word.
Um,
What's going on inside there? Is there?
it's really hot in there.
Is there a certain atmosphere in the?
Yeah, and
Well,
it's
literally by the.
it's musty as fuck. It's disgusting, and
Other people smoking in this thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. But I mean, it was cool. It was just like by the time we actually ended up going in there, it was late as fuck because we were trying to go watch the wagon races, but they got postponed because it had rained so much that day.
Oh, can't race
So-
a wagon on wet.
Yeah, so it got
Ground.
shut down, and then everybody was like, "We're doing it tomorrow night." You guys, like, I was talking to someone, they're like, "Yeah, like, we're gonna do the wagon races tomorrow night instead. Just come back tomorrow." I was like, "I'm not gonna be here tomorrow night. Like, I'm leaving the second music ends." Like,
yeah, I'm gonna stay for the fucking wagon race.
well, see,
I mean, it
usually,
does sound dope.
so like, last year was the only area I actually got to go to the wagon races, and it's mad fun.
Oh shit!
Because it's just people. These wagons don't have fucking brakes. Like,
yeah, I didn't think about that.
and like we're on a
thinking about-
fucking ski mountain.
I'm thinking about our like sleds and like whatever the
Oh,
Klondike
the
Derby.
Klondike Derby.
Like that tier of like competition. So probably it's even
Oh
more
my
dangerous.
No, it's so bad, dude. Because it's like it's like they're on like the because this it's set up like a grid. Like there's these like dirt like gravel road that goes up the mountain and like branches off.
Okay.
But it's like blocks. But like this it's all lettered. So it's like the G spot is where the wagon races and the Thunderdome are,
Okay.
which is usually where I would camp. But we found a spot in the woods this year, so like our area was kind of in the shade, which was nice.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, it's like preferable that
But
show
like
festival.
one of my buddies got fucked up at the wagon races last year. He got hit by a metal wagon.
What?
Yeah.
Like an entire metal
So-
wagon just
so
like
he-
tackled him.
So
like,
he checked into him. He was doing something, and then all of a sudden people were like, "Yo, get the fuck out of the way!"
What the?
And he looked up, and one of the wagons had like veered off course, and he tried to jump out of the way, and it took him out at the shins, and he busted his fucking chin open.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I felt so bad for him because like
dude,
so then like
fucking deadly.
he like popped up out of nowhere and just like started. He like, told me what happened. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, are you good?"
Well, he was like bandaged up,
And he was like, "I got to go to the med tent." And like
were they
I was
able to,
all
like,
fucked
actually
up.
take care of him?
And well, he said that he was at the med tent, and the guy said something about him needing stitches.
oh no!
And then he got lightheaded.
Oh,
And he told the guy, he's like, "Yo, like I might pass out."
I'd be like,
and
just get me the fuck out of
He's
here.
like, "I gotta sit down. I need to lay down. Like I might pass out." And the guy was like, "Just don't pass out."
What?
It's like that's
Fuck you. I'd be calling like today. I don't even know. No, fuck that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Peach Fest. I'm not gonna have my insurance is gonna cover the helicopter. To fucking get my ass out of there. So these fucking hippies don't fucking mangle me.
This goddamn Wooks. But yeah, and then the weekend after Peach Fest, me and Priscilla went away to Newport for our anniversary. Drank a bunch, went to the beach, went out for a really nice dinner. Did some antiquing the next day.
Oh, that sounds nice.
And then we stopped in New Haven on the way back to her place and saw Stick Figure, which was fucking sick. It was the
dope.
Elevators, Pepper, and Stick Figure. It was at Westville Music Bowl. Ran into some of my friends there.
Not bad.
That I didn't know they were going to be there. It was one of my buddies, my buddy Timmy. It was his first time seeing Stick Figure. So I was very excited. I got to spend that with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Stick. If you haven't seen Stick Figure and you got the opportunity, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. Especially if you like Stick Figure. Like if you're a big Stick Figure fan, and you got a chance to see them, like it's just so much fucking fun. They bring the dog on stage. They have Coco the tour dog who they have on stage with them. It's a very good time. But that's
Damn. Yeah, you saw them
That's-
like
most of what I
Good
did
times.
this summer, um, that's most of my summer right there. And I hope you guys all had a great summer too. School year is starting back up for you fellas and ladies in schools.
It
That
was
fucking sucks because school is garbage.
for real.
But if you're doing it,
Get through
keep
it.
going, get
Yeah.
good grades,
Stick with it.
have fun. For those of you not in school, weather's changing a little bit. Not much else going on.
And we still got a week of summer left here. We got until the 21st. This actual season changes.
Oh well, I didn't realize it was all the way till then.
We got a little bit of time to live it up.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'll see you guys next time.